more healthy food in our neighborhoods. Oh yeah! We are in some good company today. And I'm so excited that we can share with our special guest and all of our other special guests from here in Tucson.
And so I'm very, very pleased, and please help me welcome Bob to thank you. First of all, I want to thank the Cultivating Food Bank and all the green shirt brigadistas who are here, who have done, as I learned over lunch and long distance, some wonderful food justice work here in Tucson. I like to think of our work as what I would call action research. We do research, but we do it in the context of bringing about change. We consider ourselves, we consider the students who go through our program to be social change agents, and I'm hoping to hear how all of you are engaged in bringing about social change. Now, enormous environmental consequences and economic and social consequences. If you look at how food is packaged and processed, you see increasingly food that is defined by the level of processing, the added contents that really transforms, makes the food product into something very different, into an industrial product. The Pringles potato chip that's really a chemical mash and molded so it can fit into the box is what I would consider a symbol of the transformation of the food product. You look at food retail, you see the loss of the connection of the store to the community. And really in a very short period of time, we're talking 30, 40 years where that change has taken place, where these stores that were local, neighborhood-based, became regional chains, became national chains, and now are global chains. For example, you go back to 1987, the biggest of the global food retail chains had 0%. Today it has 37% of the market. Who do you think that is? It's Walmart. Or you think of the fresh and easy neighborhood market. Sounds kind of cuddly, local. It's really the third largest global food retailer. It's an English company called Tesco that decided it was going to challenge Walmart on its turf. So it came into the U.S. Along with its 13 other countries that it operates in. The importance of the rise of fast food is not simply in changing the patterns of eating that have taken place in this country and the consequences of those changes, the health consequences, amongst other issues. But it's also, in turn, changed the nature of how we grow our food and produce it, because
I get the first minute and a half. So I've been gardening in Tucson, and it has been really gratifying. I think one of the greatest things to see is to give a carrot to a young child that has never tasted a real carrot and see the big smile. And they come back asking for more. To me, that's a bigger payoff for it.
Our school garden, a place of quiet revolution, awakening and rekindling hope, wonder, joy, curiosity, surprise, friendships, gratitude. Children's small hands caressing the leaves of plants in their vegetable garden, their tender voices whispering, grow, grow. The shock on his face when one 4-year-old pulls on green feathery stems and young children making a large and luscious green salad for the Know Your Rights meeting their parents would be attending in our classroom. In the garden, women with shovels.
Okay, so tell us who you are and your organization, and then explain what this event is about.
Okay, my name's Robert Ojeda. I'm the director of the Community Food Resource Center, which is part of the Community Food Bank. And this event is an opportunity actually to bring people from all over the community to have a conversation around what does it mean to have access to healthy food and a choice to healthy food. So this is an opportunity for all of us to sort of have that conversation. And it came about because Bob Gottlieb, which is a renowned author, was coming to Tucson to speak at the University of Arizona. And we thought, why not have a conversation with him? He brings the national perspective. He's been very involved with the food movement nationally, to sort of get his perspective, also share our local perspective on what's happening around food. And so it was a perfect opportunity to have that conversation.
Tell us more about your garden.
6,000 head of garlic right now, and fruit trees, spinach, lettuce. The tomatoes just got set out, turnips, beets, cilantro, a lot of crops kale that you don't normally see in the supermarket. We have like 4 varieties of spinach. People are used to spinach just being this curled, icky thing, and now you're going into it for taste. And you know how you were asking us about the food bank? What they do is they have a farmer's market, and they encourage people that are only growing one crop, a lot of cilantro, a lot of oregano, share it with people.
How is this helping the community?
The farmers markets, we go to 2. We go to both on the south side, okay? The Thursday one is by El Rio on Speedway, and the Saturday one is on Irvington by the Rodeo Fairgrounds. And what happens is on our sign, we put how much the prices are. We also do free soil advice, so that if people are growing and they have a question, they can come and talk to him about it. So the community, every week when we're there, people come back and tell us, that spinach was really good. How else could I cook it? We share recipes. It is really the meaning of community. That's
get
what
more in
community
touch
is
with the
about.
community. Yeah.
You don't get that at Safeway.
No.
In our group, and one morning we went to breakfast, and they were serving bagels, and
I got a bagel and I didn't look at it before I ate it. So when I bit down, it tasted like dirt, and I looked down and there were green spots all over it. And apparently the bagel was moldy.
I went and I told an aide, and we looked at all the other bagels in the entire cafeteria, and they